What we mean when we say that we want to convince the wrong customer, that not everyone is a prospect, or at least not for the same value proposition. Not everyone appreciates the same way our differentiators. So that's why we create different value propositions for different customer segments, because not everyone will be willing to pay for the entire value proposition, maybe. So I learned this in a very simple example. I'm going to share that. Have you ever heard of early stimulation centers for babies? Yeah? The ones that I didn't attend to, I end up like this. So I asked them, how do you know, how do you spot your ideal client? Who is the perfect match, for you? And they told me, it's pretty simple. So location, geographic location, because certain families will not be able or willing to drive more than 15 or 20 minutes. Another variable was that when both parents were working, they felt so guilty that they just take their kid into the early stimulation center. But there was one critical variable, which is first-time parents. They told me, if you offer this to first-time parents, closing rate 97%. I say, why? Well, it's quite simple. When you have your first child, anything else matters. You just, actually, you move out from your apartment to a new one because, it's not big enough. You decorate the room, you paint the room. Even if you don't know how to paint, you paint the room. You even find out about those, blood stem cells from the umbilical cord in case you need it. You also buy this little book for the records, for the memoirs. You never fill that out, but you buy it, right? So the first child, of course, is the illusion. They will go to early stimulation center. For the second child, it'll be like, learn from your brother. The third child will be raised by the auntie, and the fourth one will be raised by the oldest kid. So my point is here, and the analogy is that not everyone, even if our product will help them, not be willing to pay for that. Not everyone is ready for that. Not everyone will appreciate what we offer. That's why we need to identify for each customer segment what are the critical variables and the elements, differentiators, that we need to communicate. So a simple way to really identify who appreciates your value proposition, it's quite simple, but I have found that it's quite effective also, which is those customers that you think, if I had 10 more customers like this one, life would be wonderful. Like you ask the person, don't you have a twin sibling? Those customers that really appreciate your value proposition, that pays on time, that are really partners, the ones that we want to have more. So that's one thing, one reason. We want to convince everyone sometimes with the same argument, and it's not the same argument for everyone.